One of the most amazing stats that, again, one of our friends pointed out to us that I tweeted about this and I posted it on LinkedIn. It's just crazy. AWS today is on an $80 billion revenue run rate, 80. That is not the most crazy, impressive, defensible thing about AWS. If you go look in the financials, in the 10Q, the latest 10Q from Amazon, they have to report the AWS revenue backlog.
Basically revenue that's contracted but not recognized yet.
These are contracts, mostly with big enterprises, of revenue they've signed deals for, but that is not yet recognized. It's going to be recognized in future quarters. That backlog of committed contractual signed revenue is over $100 billion. I don't even know what to say about that.
There's a lot more storage and compute not on the cloud than currently in the cloud.
So Amazon could shut down all sales efforts, stop growing, literally turn off the lights in terms of new business today, and they still have $100 billion more business that is contractually coming their way.
It's insane. So David, you mentioned they're on a, what is it, $80 billion run rate right now?
80.
Well, in 2014, Jeff Bezos wrote a memo, the annual memo that comes out to letter to shareholders, and said that, quote, "I believe that AWS is market size unconstrained." That was the point at which it was a year before they broke out AWS's financials, and I think it was a $6 billion run rate business.
When the quote-unquote AWS IPO, which I think Ben Thompson coined that term, happened in 2015. That was when they reported Q1 2015 earnings. At that point in time, AWS was a $6 billion revenue run rate.
So it was probably like a $4 billion business when Bezos is like, wow, this thing, I think it's unconstrained. It's nuts. I mean, the real story here is Amazon discovered a new unregulated public utility that they could generate enormous margins on.
Well, enormous for Amazon margins.
Okay, but in enormous raw dollar margins, absolute dollar margins. This is a business that they can generate billions and billions of dollars in profits by operating and is effectively a public utility. The market size is, I think I said 120 billion earlier, but I think that's being conservative, and growing at 30% per year with no end in sight of this thing continuing to compound at that rate.
I always used to think about and talk about the megatrend of our lifetimes is the internet. Believe in the internet. That's the bedrock of modern life. And AWS is what powers the internet. That's true. What I've realized here, it's more than the internet. It is anything that a computer could touch. AWS takes a tax on that, essentially. Now, to bring it full circle, anything a computer could touch is the internet. It's one and the same these days. It's a crazy statement, but I think he's right. It's market size unconstrained.
It certainly was in 2014, and I wonder if you could even make it now.
Who got the truth? Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? Sit me down, say it straight. Another story on the way. Who got the truth? Who got the truth now?